What's up, family? It's the manhood mentor, Jabar Lance Brown, the 6-foot giant reporting for duty. Yes, sir. Huh? Hello. And we got another episode of the show. We got another episode for you guys where we're going to get into something very important for the men. Right? We titled this one, Men and Money Problems. Right? So how is it that men continue to have money problems, and why do men continue to have money problems, right? And always remember this, guys. When I'm doing these shows and doing different segments online, I'm always speaking from a position of experience, right? I've had some success in my life, in business, in relationships, in my personal life, and in my public life, and I'm willing to share certain things with the world to try to help other men begin to find their way, to establish themselves in a particular way that you can have success in your life, both personally and professionally, right? So, men and money problems, right? So, what are some of the challenges that men continue to have centered around money? And why do men continue to have these issues, right? If you don't get your money right, it's most likely that you're not going to get your life right, because things cost money. Right? It's no way for you to be on this earth and not have money and continue to think that you want to live the lifestyle that you want and or desire, or for your family, right? It's no way that you're going to be able to provide for your family and have a level of stability for your family if you have money problems, and if you don't know why you're having these money problems, which in turn gives you the ability to fix these problems, right? So let's get into it, right? So men and money problems, right? So what I've discovered is one of the first things that develop within a man who is having money problems, right? He don't have the right mindset, okay? Men and money problems, right? The number one reason why a man would be having money problems is, number one, he don't have the right mindset, okay? Now, you hear this word being thrown around a lot nowadays. We really have to unpack what the word means, right? It's a compound word, mind and set. We already know your mind is your brain, okay? It's the thinking capacity that you have within your brain. This is your mind, right? And the word set is to establish something. It's to set something in place or establish an order. So if you don't have your mind in order about money, this is one of the number one reasons why you continuing to have money problems, because you don't have the right mindset. What do you have your mind set on? What do you have your mind fixed on in relation to money, right? Is money important to you? Is it not important to you? Is money, does it come easy to you? Does it not come easy to you, right? Do you act careless with money, or do you act careful with money, right? What is your mindset about money that's continuing to allow you to have these money problems, right? And unless we're able to identify this in relation to your mindset, you're going to continue to struggle in the areas of financial stability, right? So the number one reason why men continue to have money problems is because they don't have the right mindset. So we have to identify how we can correct that once we choose to become more conscious about the way we view money, right? The second thing is skill set, okay? Now, when you decide mentally to reset your mind about how you view money, now it's up to you as a man to broaden your skill set, to develop new skills in a way that can generate more income for yourself, right? It's nobody that's going to go to school one time and learn everything you need to know about life and about your career and about your business and about money that you never going to have to learn nothing again. You never going to have to go and do any more training. It don't work like that, man. You dig? Learning is a lifetime activity. Yeah. Learning is a lifetime activity. You never stop learning, right? I had an old timer say something to me, but it was profound. He said, a man that know everything can't learn nothing. Right? So if you thinking that you know everything about money, then you can't learn anything else about money to be able to help you gain more money. Right? If you don't have the proper skill set that you need in order to generate income, in order to generate more income than what you're generating right now, you're going to continue to struggle, man. And that's not what we want. So when you reset your mind about how you view money and about how you approach the acquisition of money, now you have to transition into the second step, which is skill set. You got to broaden your skill set, right? You know, people working in a specific industry are going to be limited to that particular industry. The income is going to limit your lifestyle, right? You most times don't see people who only work certain types of jobs living an extravagant lifestyle because the job, the skill set that's required to attain the job or to acquire the job would not afford them a grandiose lifestyle. Right? And I don't want to disparage no particular industry, but we know the jobs, right? Your traditional medium to low income paying jobs, $10, $15 an hour, maybe even $20 an hour, depending on where you living at in the country, right? And you limited by how many hours you can work per day anyway, so your income is always on a cap. But as you broaden your skill set, you now provide yourself with more options and more opportunity to make money a lot faster and in larger quantities, right? So once you get your mindset right, then you got to broaden your skill set, right? Then we go on to number 3, which is time management, okay? All of us have 24 hours in a day, okay? Now, we all know people that may be more successful than us. Even if you have achieved the level of success that you're comfortable with, it's still somebody who's doing better than you with the same 24 hours. How are they doing it? They're managing their time in a different way. You see, they're using their time more efficiently. They're using their time for income-producing activities and not wasting time, right? They don't take all of these breaks throughout the day just to get through the day. They don't take all of the phone breaks. They don't take all of the texting breaks. They don't take all of the internet breaks where you scrolling online for hours at a time watching somebody else. All that's mismanagement of your time that you can be delegating back to your skill set and back to your mindset. So number 3 is time management. You got to learn how to manage these 24 hours so you as the individual can begin to expand your income earning abilities and opportunities. Men and money problems. We want men to stop having money problems because when a man has money problems, most times he's not the only one that's affected because he has a wife, a child, children. He may be taking care of his parents. He may be doing many other things that the position of a man requires for him outside of himself. So it's critically important for us to correct these things, right? Number 4, which is focus, okay? Why do men have money problems? It's because they not focused on money and or their focus is scattered in too many different directions, right? A man that chased 2 birds often end up with none, okay? A man that chased 2 rabbits often end up with neither one, right? Like they say, a bird in hand is better than 2 in the bush. You already got one in your hand. Why you gonna let that one go try to grab 2 and now you ain't even got one? You lost focus. You lost focus. What is the goal? What is the plan? Okay? When I get my mindset right, I determine what skills I need in order to make the amount of money that I want for my lifestyle. I learn how to manage my time because now I got to delegate time to learn these skills. I got to delegate time to actually go get money that the skills is going to invite, that the skills is going to be used to acquire. I got to focus though. You see, I got to have a goal and a plan already jotted down so I can have something to focus on so that I'm not mismanaging my time throughout the day and thinking that I got all of this free time or waiting for the weekend so I can chill on the weekend. Listen, man, people who are super successful in this world, and we're not talking about every single person. So for all the people who are going to try to pull out 1 or 2 people who live differently, check this out, man. When you really determine who you want to be in this world, you're going to realize that you don't even want to break because who you are and who you become is going to become your lifestyle. So you're not taking a break from your lifestyle because you love it too much, right? But you got to focus on getting money by the skill set that you increase within yourself and the time that you manage around income producing activities. You got to have focus on your plan and on your set of goals. Number 5, right? I see far too many men, right? Immature about money. You see, they take money and spend it. When you spend the money, you wasting money, right? Because you're not getting a return on your investment, okay? When you spend the money, you wasting money because you're not getting a return on your investment. Now, if you don't get a return on your investment, how else do you recreate the money that you're going to need? This is the question. How else do you recreate the money that you're going to need if you don't get a return on your investment? Right? You end up working against yourself. And if you're working against yourself, you're only making yourself have to work that much harder. Okay? You're only making yourself have to work that much harder. You got to become more mature about getting money, about managing money, about delegating your money to go in the marketplace and work for you, which is to invest in things that circulate money. Right? This is what they mean when they say have your money working for you. The money should circulate back to you in some way. So if I spent $20 here, or if I invested $20 here, I should be able to at least make my 20 back, and then whatever I invested in, instead of me having to buy that product or that commodity, I can use that product or commodity and keep me from having to spend more money on that. I made my money back and I basically ate for free. I made my money back and I'm basically living rent-free from the income that's being generated. I made my money back and I got a rebate on the product that I would have had to buy anyway out of my monthly budget. Okay? Number 5, for the men who continuing to have sustained money problems, what I've discovered is they got low standards. Okay? They don't seem to think money is important. Right? These particular men don't seem to think that money is important. So because they don't think that it's important, they lower their standard to accept the lifestyle that your income currently can produce for you. Okay? They lower their standard in a way that accepts the lifestyle that your income currently can produce for you. But see, if you broaden your skill set, it don't matter where you start off at because you know you're going to get more. Right? It don't matter where you begin because you know you're going to get bigger one day anyway. We all got to start from somewhere, and if you wasn't born into money, you got to get out here and create that money that you feel like you deserve to have and that your kids and your grandkids and your great-grandkids deserve to have, right? You got to elevate your standards. Don't be cool with accepting what's given to you. Go for what you want, man. You know, and don't talk yourself out of taking these chances and broadening your skill set. Don't talk yourself out of learning how to manage your time better. Don't talk yourself out of becoming more focused on a goal, on your plan. Put your plan down and focus on your goals throughout the daily basis. So that way, your skill set can pay dividends for you monetarily. Okay? Number 7, right, is relationships. Okay? Now, let me break this down for you. Okay? Men and money problems, right? If you as a man are continuing to have sustained money problems, continuous money problems, right? We already identified the first 6 missteps that could be causing that behavior. But number 7 is critically important. Let me explain why, right? Winners hang with other winners. That's just how it goes. And the losers tend to hang with other losers, right? Even if you think about back in high school, the basketball players hung with each other. The football players hung with each other. The guys who got girls hung with other guys who got girls. The smart people hung with other smart people. And the knuckleheads hung with the other knuckleheads. It's like that in the real world too. Right? It's like that in the real world too. It's the same dynamic. But you as a man, you got to choose what relationships you invite into your life now. Because you don't have to deal with anybody that you don't want to. And if you got a group of friends that you see, they always losing, they always broke, they always got a negative attitude, they live in the same lifestyle that you live in, but you don't want to keep living that lifestyle, man, you got to shake that off. You understand? Yeah, you got to shake that off, man. And you got to look at other people who living like you want to live and who are winning, because being around them, you're going to pick up a new focus, right? You're going to pick up a new focus. You're going to pick up a new level of time management because of what they doing. You see, you even going to be introduced to a new skill set because the lifestyle they living most likely is attached to the level of skill that they have in a particular career path. You understand? Yeah, we talking tonight. You see? So when you get around the other winners, then you're going to adopt part of their mindset as well. You incorporate that into your plan, and now you recreate yourself. Huh? Hello, you got to recreate yourself, right? And these are 7 components so far that you can use to identify the flaw or the defect within yourself as to why you having money problems as a man. You see, because we want to help you correct these things, man. We don't want you to continue to have money problems throughout your life, because now you're not only responsible for yourself, but you're responsible for your family as well. And we want to get you up off of that. See, we want to get you up off of being on your knee, taking a knee all the time, and having to settle and having to borrow money and complaining about your job and complaining about the schedule. Nah, let's broaden your mindset. You understand? Let's broaden your skill set. You see, let's focus on time management. Stop zoning out every day. Stop daydreaming. You dig? Stop watching everybody else and what they doing and focus on what you doing, because you around other people that's focused on themselves as well. And if y'all winning together, now y'all can help each other, man. This is how the game go, right? You got to elevate your standards. You see, stop settling for less, because when you settle for less, you end up getting less than what you settle for. Yeah, that's how that go out here in the real world. And you got to get better relationships, even with the woman you're dealing with, right? Right? If you dealing with a woman and she broke and she got a broke, see, I want to make sure that I'm clear. When I use the word broke, it's not just talking financially of not having money. Being broke, being without money financially is nicknamed being broke. But broke is the root word for broken. So if a person is broken, that means that it's something not working properly within themselves that's causing them not to have money. You understand? See, it ain't just about being broke because you ain't got money. Nah, really, it's something broke in your brain. It's something broke in your routine, right? It's something broke in your habits. It's something broke in your decision making. You understand? Broken. You see? So we got to get you repaired and back on the path to progress. That's why we talking about men and money problems tonight, because we want to help you overcome that. Now, the last one on this list, right, is number 8. Okay, men and money problems. Why do men continue to have money problems? And when we get down to the final one on this list for the night, it's because they lacking a plan. Okay? It's because they lacking a plan. When you see a man who is continuing to have money problems, he only continuing to have money problems. Well, he not only. It's a number of reasons why. And lacking a plan is one of the key reasons why this brother continues to have money problems. Because if you got a plan, what the plan does is the plan serves as a roadmap for how you going to achieve financial stability. Right? If you got a plan, the plan serves as a roadmap for how you're going to achieve financial stability, right? Your plan is going to help you manage your time, because you know that the steps in this plan have to be executed within a certain time window. See, all of these offices and businesses that you got to collaborate with and people are not open all day and all night. They just not. Everybody is on the schedule out here in the real world. Nobody sleeps all day in the real world, man. You understand? It don't, no, right? We get up, we get out, and we get something. Shout out to the Goody Mob, right? We get up, we get out, and we get something. This is how the game go. And you as a man, you required to get up, get out, and get something, because you got people that's you responsible for, that's dependent on you. So you gotta have your plan down. Write your plan down on paper, because what the plan is gonna do, the plan is gonna help you to stay focused. You see how that works? See, it's real easy to get unfocused when you don't have a plan, because you thinking that you got all of this free time. When the weekend come, you ready to chill. That ain't part of the plan. You dig? Chilling ain't really part of the plan. Yeah, chilling ain't really never part of the plan, really. Right? but you end up chilling because you don't have a plan and you thinking that you got all of this time that you really don't have. You see, you really don't have all of the time that you think, so it's critically important for you to put your plan down on paper. Put your plan down so that you can have a framework around your focus and how you managing your time. So you can have a framework around how you using your skills and how you building your relationships that's going to help you to achieve the lifestyle that you want. So again, guys, look, I'm super excited, man. I'm glad you guys had a chance to tune in. Again, I'm doing this show so that I can help the men begin to formulate a plan of action for their lives so that they can develop, and so we all can continue to develop into productive members of society, and so that we can be able to manage our goals, our present, and have the type of future that we want as well. All right? Until the next time, I'll see you guys. Hello!